best. Good luck. First frame, Neil Robertson to break.
The battle of the former world champions. Neil Robertson, winner in 2010 against Graeme Dott, the Crucible King in 2006. And it's good afternoon to Joe Johnson, champion in 86.
Good afternoon, Philip, everybody. Yeah, it's a tough one, this, for both players. I mean, they've had some cracking matches over the years, haven't they? They've had 4 deciders over the years, but Graeme Dott's won 3 of them. So if it goes close, could be that Graeme Dott is the favourite if it's 3 each. Could break off, forcing Graeme Dott just playing to the back of the reds.
As we heard from Dott just now, a slightly stressful start to his campaign here in Belfast, given that his flight was cancelled yesterday, had to get an early morning flight and didn't arrive at the venue all that long ago, but delighted to be here. And for Neil Robertson, looking to recapture that form that he showed at Brentwood when he did look back to his best. Of course, he had to see off that terrific fight back from Wu Yiza in the final. But it had been 2.5 years since he won a ranking title. He slipped out of the top 16, of course, didn't qualify for the World Championship last season, so back with a bang in Brentwood and looking to kick on again here in Belfast. The other matches in this first half of the afternoon session: Zhang Anda, International Championship winner last season, of course, against Martin O'Donnell. Zhao Guodong, who's just won the Wuhan Open, against Jimmy Robertson.
I seem to hit that very hard rather than timing the ball. Very difficult shot to play, the length of the table, trying to screw for the blue. This would have been a lot easier for a right-handed player. Very close.
Interesting to hear Neil Robertson ahead of this match in conversation with Alan McManus talk about a technical issue, presumably, that his dad Ian, who watched him lift that English Open title, apparently spotted, which he's been working on, he says, in the build-up to this tournament, and feels that he's nailed, as he put it, which has given him even more excitement about what's still to come this season. He has had a couple of early losses since that English Open triumph, beaten by Rory Thor at the British Open, and then handsomely when he was out of sorts against Jackson Page in Wuhan. Currently stands at 18th in the provisional seedings for the upcoming UK Championship. That'll be clearly a goal for Robertson to make sure he's in the 16 for that. He has qualified for the International Championship in Nanjing at the start of next month.
Yeah, very good safety player, Graeme Dott. Seeing that tough side of the table was over the left side. Nearly missed the ball last time playing this shot. But played it so well, just catching the ball ultra thin. And couldn't have played that any better, could he? Terrific safety. Graeme just catching that one a little thick. So, has he spotted one here? Yeah, good shot, and found the gap between everything. Choice of yellow or green.
He won the Scottish Open back in 2017 when he actually slipped out of the top 16, missed the Masters the following January. The Welsh Open 2019, and now twice an English Open champion, 2021, and of course just a few weeks ago his deepest run in this event, a semi-final. That was a couple of years back when he lost to eventual champion Mark Allen, who's in action this evening.
Very good positional shot there, Neil Robertson, giving himself a chance at this red which leads to the black, but it's whether he wants to play for the black. Would he tie it up? Has the choice of playing down for the blue. He's just trying to work out a plan. If he pots the black, is there a shot that he could play to bring it back into play again?
5.
If it doesn't spot, of course, it just go down onto the blue spot. Now, where does it go? Yep. Disappointed that the black will spot.
13.
Got himself back inside the world's top 16 by winning the English Open. But a measure of how steeply his form fell away that he had to recover his place amongst the game's elite. 24 times a ranking event winner now, Robertson. Six of those, the so-called Triple Crown titles.
Yeah, meanwhile, Philip, the red that he played for to the right of the black He hasn't come far on a 4. So it looks like just a safety, and that was a good opening. That it was perfect on the blue to come down for the reds. So an early mistake there. And that's not the best safety, just reaching the balk line. Yeah, he looked at it, and it wasn't a fluke. Now, does he have an angle on the green to get back to the reds? Couldn't have landed any better.
It's been a bit of a struggle in the last couple of seasons for Graeme Dott. Nothing better than 1 round of 16 last season in a ranking event. Lost pretty comprehensively to Jackson Page in World Championship qualifying. But as he mentioned to Alan ahead of this match, results have been a lot more promising in early season this time around. He's beaten the likes of Zhou Yulong, Matthew Stevens, Zhang Anda.
Yeah, trying to gain some much needed confidence, and the only way to get that is to win.
Now
Now he could decide to go into the reds here, try and develop the pink and more reds. Just checking to see that there isn't a plant there. If he hits the pink, will he knock a red into the right corner? Good to look at those kind of scenarios. He's on one, but it could have been a little easier, this.
16.
Thin cut to the corner. I don't think he can hold for the blue. Got to go in though, otherwise he's leaving reds on. A little nervous
Dott.
on that shot.
16.
Missed it by quite a distance, really. And he's opened the reds. I always say, if you open the reds, you've got to finish the job, because if you do miss, you've offered the opportunity to your opponent.
Six. Seven.
A little shorter pace. So if he wants to keep the break going, he's going to have to go in and out of balk. Trying to work out a path. That's an excellent positional shot. Look at the path, just missing the middle, missing the other middle.
40.
Finished nicely on the red. Doesn't need to bring the black into play now. It's Graeme Dott that needs the black in play. Two points the difference, so enough loose reds, albeit one or two of them are tough.
21.
Again, he's slightly underhit that. He may have to play for the red on the left side cushion, which wouldn't be a problem for a great left-handed player like him.
It wasn't just the fact that he returned to the winner's enclosure at the English Open, it was the manner in which he took apart the opposition on his way to the final.
Yeah, as you said though, Philip, he did have a little wobble in the final, didn't he? What was he, 8-2 up?
Yeah, Will User played brilliantly from there to win 5 in a row, but he didn't panic. Crucially, Robertson, he waited for his chance and he took it. And up until then, he dropped just one frame in each of his matches, so the hard work he put in the off-season certainly paying off for him. He described it as a total reset.
.34.
And now closing in on this opening frame, having run out of position on 18 earlier in the piece.
35.
Needs one more red. And you've got to say, he's took these very well. He's slipped out of position a couple of times, but played very good recovery shots. Graeme Dott overcutting that red to the left corner.
42.
So 44 the difference, 50 with the pink. 2 snookers required. Doesn't need to do anything fancy. Yeah, just make sure of the pink.
.48. Robertson. 48.
So a break of 48 leaves Graeme Dott needing 2 snookers. 50 the deficit, 43 remaining.
Well, chance to knock this one in, get the black. He does need the black, otherwise it would be two snookers to tie. So another chance to try and knock in a red and a black. Green and brown in a good spot for snookers.
One.
Can you see enough of the black? Yep, he can. Now, if you could leave an angle on the red. Oof, very nearly. He dropped the rest and it could have hit the green and brown very easily there.
I think that would have been a concession had it happened.
Oh, well. And that should be the end of this frame. Over hitting the red.
One.
So Neil Robertson gets the job done. The break of 48 doing most of the damage. Graeme Dott had that opportunity, overcut the red to the left corner. And Robertson has done the rest.
6.
The utmost respect between this pair. Robertson made the point ahead of the match that regardless of Dott's
8.
form over the last couple of seasons or so, he always expects a tough battle against him. Such a tenacious competitor, Graeme Dott. So a fast start, exactly what Robertson required
15.
to try and impose himself on this match.
$20. 26. 33 in the first round.
Neil Robertson clears the table with 33. He's off and running here on day 2 in Belfast. He leads Graeme Dott by 1-0.
Second frame. Graeme Dott to break.
Graeme Dott to break off in frame 2. Neil Robertson dominating the opening frame, helped by a break of 48. Dott did have an opportunity, missed a red to the left corner. First to 4 to go through. Jack Lazowski or Wang Yushen to play the winner in the last 32. A couple of other matches underway, of course, on this second afternoon. Jimmy Robertson has taken the first frame against the reigning Wuhan Open champion Zhao Guodong. Table 3, and on table 2, Martin O'Donnell has the first frame against Zhang Anda. Break of 93 from Martin. Both of those matches on Discovery Plus.
Oh, that's a great pot. And he studied it quite a while because he knew that he could be leaving that red by the middle pocket had he missed it. And this was never a gimmick. It's a great shot. You could see him cueing under his right eye there.
Robertson, 1.
Normally so dependable on this type of shot. Did he get a slight kick? Brown seemed to jump. So, an easy opener, but he's overrun. He's put pressure on this black now. Position not straightforward. Yeah, the brown obviously looked like a red.
Six.
Attempting to bring more reds into play with that shot. Just overrun it slightly. Wanted to be straight on this red to the left corner, which would have led to an easy black. Yeah,
13.
Play it with deep screw, play for the blue. And he's slightly the wrong side of it. And that's all because he just overrun his position in potting the pink to the middle.
He's never really hit the heights in the home nations. Indeed, he's never been past the round of 16 in any of the 4 events, and you have to go back to the 2019 Scottish Open for the last time he achieved that. So it's a tournament, a series of tournaments that he's overdue a good run in. Of course, he's got a huge hurdle to overcome today, but I think, as Alan indicated in his chat with Graeme ahead of this match, it's the sort of match that at this stage of his career, now 47 years of age, really gets the competitive juices flowing, the chance to test his game against one of the best.
Had a similar type of shot to this in the previous frame, and he missed it on the right hand angle as we're looking at it now. Needs to be fuller. Yes, same place.
Graeme Dott. 18.
And look where the red has finished. Well, that could be a good kiss, actually. He's got a nice angle on the yellow to go into the red, so I'll play for that loose one. Decided to play for the loose one there, top of the pack. The blue would be a good ball to go into the reds from. Nice wide open pack.
Four.
Hasn't quite come far enough, so there is a red just above the black to the left, which will go to the left corner. Somewhere around about there. I don't think he's come far enough, has he? No. There's confirmation. That's ended break. It wasn't a gigantic window that he had there to get onto the red, but still expected him to do it. Gave the safety shot lots of consideration. Didn't just play down the table with disappointment, but found a spot. And this is a little bit of trouble for Graeme.
Foul. And a miss. Robertson 4.
Nico de Vos, our referee, doing the replacing. Ripple of applause just now for Martin O'Donnell. Table 2, followed up that 93 in frame 1 with 103 in the second. Oh, that is a terrific pot from Graeme Dott. Great cueing.
Doesn't make sense, does it? He knocks that one in, which was 5 times more difficult than 2 straight reds to the right corner. As Philip said, what a wonderful shot. Not ideal on the colour and very difficult to get to the next red.
So O'Donnell 2-0 up now on Zhang Anda on table 2, and the winner of that will play the winner of our next match here on table 1 this afternoon, Hossein Vafai and Jimmy White.
Fine.
Well, I think the red may pass the pink into the right corner, Just having a look at that. But if not, then he's got the ideal angle to go into them and doesn't need to hit them hard. Well, there's confirmation it doesn't go, so there's no choice. He's got to go into them. And he's on one. In the first frame, he went into them, left himself a difficult cut to the left corner.
14.
I still expected him to get it, but he missed it and it cost him.
$15. 22.
This is their 19th meeting, and you have to go back to the China Championship pre-COVID times, 2018, for the last time Dott got the better of his opponent today.
23.
Well, he's got a great chance here, hasn't he? Level things up, get involved in the game. And it started with that wonderful red to the left corner. I do like Graeme's approach to the
29.
game. He's a real fighter. Gives it everything.
30.
Very attacking as well, he doesn't hold back.
No, well, that red that he got in with proves that. Could have rolled into the pack like he did previously. But so important now that he finishes the job. 41 ahead. So just needs a couple of reds. This is the red that he knocked in. What a shot it was.
$38.
Just about got the right side of the blue. So just this red needed.
43.
Make things all square.
$44.
Only the one other ranking title to go with his World Championship. That was the 2007 China Open, but he's been in 41 ranking quarterfinals, Dott. And of course he has a wonderful Crucible pedigree aside from having won it in 06.
51.
Runner up to O'Sullivan and Robertson.
52.
And of course he whitewashed Ronnie O'Sullivan in the penultimate session of their semi-final on his way to the title. 8-0 against the Rocket at the Crucible. The match
59.
that saw O'Sullivan give his cue away at the end of the semi-final.
60.
Ronnie not here, of course, this week. Opted to withdraw from the tournament yesterday on medical grounds.
67.
But this has been a
69.
great response from Graeme Dott, and it was a wonderful red to get in. It didn't touch the sides, just off straight from distance. Fantastic pot. And he's made the most of it.
Yeah, because the black
72.
to follow wasn't easy, was it? He had to play it at pace to bounce off the two cushions for the only red that would go. So, yeah, he's took
26.
these extremely well.
$81.
Neil Robertson said he expected a battle, and it looks like he's going to get one.
87.
Brilliant from Graeme Dott, a reminder of what he's still capable of doing. A 94 clearance launched by that superb long red to level the score. Battle joined, 1 frame all.
Neil Robertson.
A morale boosting 94 clearance from Graeme Dott. Terrific break launched by one of the best long pots you'll see this week. 1 frame apiece. First to 4 to go through.
Yes, and that cue ball not close enough to the cushion. On camera it looks like he can see enough of this red to pot it. But it must be tight. Yeah, good pot. The yellow is on to the middle, but where does the next red come from? The red next to the black may go, and that's his only choice if it does. Taking it to the corner gives him more options, and that's another excellent pot.
And that's an example of what we were talking about. He doesn't take a backward step, Graeme Dott. He's always had a reputation for getting embroiled in battles, but he's not a slow player by any stretch, and he likes to take the balls on. That's what makes him fun to watch. He goes for it. Doesn't always work for him, particularly in more recent times, but he is a threat to anyone he plays when he's on form.
Another very attacking shot, proving what Philip Studge just said. Opening more reds up and taking that red on. Yeah, needed to miss the blue to finish on that red nearest the right corner.
8.
Just didn't get enough screw on the cue ball, taking the brown on. And this is tough. So tough that it's difficult to get to a colour from, so is it worth really taking on? Well, he caught it much too thin.
8.
Now, what's the damage? I think he's left a red to the right corner, but can he get to a colour from it? Good cueing.
One.
Just had enough angle. Graeme left him just enough angle on the red to be able to get to a colour.
Six. Seven.
The delight in returning to
13.
being a ranking champion after a 2.5-year hiatus for Robertson in Brentwood was the fact that his dad Ian was able to see him lift the trophy in the flesh. That was the first time that had happened, so it just made it extra special for Robertson. Confirmation in his own mind that he's still got what it takes to win at the highest level, because as good as he is, having gone that long without a title, there would have been one or two doubts, I'm sure. Not that he would admit to them, but it's inevitable. But he answered any of those pretty emphatically.
19.
He strikes the ball so confidently, doesn't he? Times the ball very well. And that's what makes his break building so easy. Doesn't have to hit
25.
the balls hard until he needs to. Well, he's just come a little too far there. This doesn't look on.
Hard to believe it was a decade ago that he became the first player to make a century of centuries in a single season.
Oh, what a second kiss that was. And that's given him a great chance to take this third frame. He had the side on the cue ball to go down towards the blue, but that kiss made things very simple.
$31. 32. 37. 38. 40.
of the moment in this game.
44. Forty-five.
All of these points the result of Graeme Dott making a mess of his safety, leaving Robertson in.
Yeah, I bet he wished
51.
he'd gone for the pot now. It couldn't have been any worse, could it?
52.
He caught the red much too thin, catching the jaws of the pocket. But having said that, Robertson's took these very well.
Now the red and the colour should do it.
$58.
No, sir. So,
Neil Robertson.
Dott
58.
still with a chance. He's 50 points behind, but there's 59 on the table.
Virtual frame ball goes astray.
He's got the red next to the black to contend with at some stage. Too hard for the pink, not hard enough for the blue. Now, has he just come a little too far for this red? He tested where he wanted to be. He's at full stretch here.
Seven.
Yeah, the wrong side of the pink to get to the next red easily. So he's going to have to come back across the table here, importing the pink. Played it well, not ideally, but he's on the red.
30.
Now, does he play a little delicate cannon to the pink or play down for the blue? Well, 36 the difference, so he needs a colour. Well, Neil Robertson had a look at this red earlier, and the way that Graeme's played the shot
70.
there, it must go, this red. Yeah, good shot.
80.
Again, not straightforward though, to play onto the yellow. Got to put all his concentration into the pot. He needs the pot. And played it superbly. The only dodgy ball now is the pink.
25.
But it favours a right-handed player. What a steal this would be.
Indeed. Robertson looked a certainty when he was eyeing up the plant into the left corner. Looked perplexed when it stayed out. It might cost him a frame.
Well, it should cost him a frame, shouldn't it? But stranger things have happened. Number one, he shouldn't have been using the rest here. And that has led to being the wrong side of the blue. This is now not straightforward to get to the pink. He's thinking of leaving a long pink here. Is it hard enough? A great
39.
attempt. A great attempt. He's given himself a chance. Not an easy one, this, by any means. Needs them both. That's a great pot. That's a great pot. And what a clearance this has been for Graeme Dott.
I remember he produced one that was superb under pressure at the back end of his World Championship title victory over Peter Ebden. Not quite as significant today, but that is a really steely break from Graeme Dott. Neil Robertson looked nailed on for 2-1. He missed the plant, and Dott has punished him. 52 for a 2-1 lead.
Graeme Dott.
Neil Robertson with his first half-century of the match, but in vain. A terrific clearance of 52 from Graeme Dott to lead by 2 frames to 1. We've already lost the British Open champion Mark Selby, beaten last night by Louis Heathcote. Wuhan Open finalist Si Jiawei bowed out this morning. Neil Robertson now under a bit of pressure at 2-1 behind.
Yeah, it was always going to be close.
Robertson
Trying to leave it in the jaws of the pocket. Yeah, good opening red. Potted one similar in the last frame.
I'm sure there'll be
4.
a hint of anger in Robertson that he didn't kill the previous frame off. But of course he's got such a wealth of experience that he's not the sort of player who's going to fold as a result of a frame that didn't go his way that perhaps should have done.
And yet, these things can affect you. Great player or not. Everybody's affected at some stage. Some can brush it off better than others, but everybody has collapsed at some stage because of a certain shot. And that didn't quite work out as planned. The cue ball could have done with just travelling another couple of inches. The red is still potable. But we saw Graeme Dott miss a thin cut in the first frame to the left corner. Match time, just an hour for 3 frames. He wasn't sure where it was going to finish, and now what a chance for Graeme Dott. Just when it comes down to nerve. Chance is offered, you've got to take it.
Eight. Nine.
Yeah, a little shorter pace. Maybe you could play a cannon to the red directly above the black, which should leave him on the loose red. If he catches it half ball, he's definitely on the red. And that will do nicely. That's exactly what he played. Push the red towards
16.
that left middle.
$17. $21. $22.
Yeah, the red just below the pink. 2 reds below the pink. It will go to the left corner. That's the one. That's the one he's looked at. I could have done with being a little bit closer, but he's okay.
25.
No, that's a let-off for Neil Robertson. But fortunately, he hasn't left
25.
anything easy. Neil Robertson. Well, when we looked at that red again, it looks like it wouldn't go to that left corner. The camera angle picked it up. It looked like it was touching the other red. So that could have been a misjudgment by Graeme.
Given the distance by which he missed, relief that he didn't leave anything for Robertson.
Foul.
Good billiard shot.
Robertson 4.
Oh, again, that's a let-off. You don't associate Neil Robertson missing shots like that. He's normally such a great long ball potter.
Maybe he has been a little affected by the circumstances in which he missed the boat in the previous frame, having been within 2 pots of leading 2-1.
Yeah, and then, of course, missing that thin cut just a few shots ago. The red that Graeme Dott attempted when he was on that little mini break. Well, that looked to be a free go to that red to the top corner. It was nicely on the pink had it gone in and not leaving anything. Oh, that's a great cut to the middle and a decent kiss on the green. He could play a little cannon here to those 3 reds just below the pink. He'd be unfortunate not to be on one if he played that shot. Yeah, nicely played. Not too hard. Just spread them nicely.
6. Seven. Don't
think there's going to be any more mistakes from Neil Robertson.
14. $21. 22. $29. 30.
Oh, it doesn't need the safe reds. These loose ones would be enough to leave Graeme Dott leading snookers. This is the red, look. Now, it was touching the other red, so I'm not sure if that red did go. Either way,
Good hit.
he lost his chance. Neil Robertson is the one to punish.
.44.
So just a colour required.
45.
Graeme needing snookers and nicely on the blue. It was a great shot that he got in with. Thin cut to the right middle. Decent kiss on the green. So one snooker needed. But I think it's going to be irrelevant.
50.
Would have
51.
had cause for concern when he missed the thin cut to the right corner much earlier in the frame and left Dott banging amongst them, but ultimately that plus the miss long red has proved to be academic, and we're going to be
54.
level again.
Robertson, 54.
The second half century of the afternoon from the reigning English Open champion Neil Robertson, looking to complete the full set of home nations titles. It's 2 frames all. One way to travel in this one, 2 each.
So, a best of 3. Who goes through to the next round?
Not much to choose between them in terms of the stats. Dott just edging the pot success at the moment. Robertson marginally in front in terms of points scored.
Yeah, that's another good speed. And the cue ball safety success is favouring Neil Robertson at the moment.
I think he feared the worst there, Graeme, with the contact he made, but happily for him, he's managed to avoid the blue and get the cue ball back to baulk.
Yeah, I think he got a little double kiss there, and a thicker one left the cue ball down this end of the table. This looks to be a good line, just Yeah, just a little heavy, but it was a good line. Excellent pot.
One.
Not a particularly good kiss on the green. Played it with a lot of right-hand side on the cue ball to avoid the reds. So, attempted snooker behind the brown.
Neil Robertson, one.
Kind of a let off that. I expected him to get that cue ball tight in behind the brown. Not quite hard enough. He's got his man. With the pack being so tight, I wouldn't expect Neil Robertson to leave a red on. Shots like that though, a little careless, making contact with the yellow and leaving Neil with a chance of this long red. Yeah, right in the middle. It didn't hold the cue ball, so that could have been a frame winner, that red. As it is, it's just a safety.
Neil Robertson, one.
Yes, and that's the result of the poor safety from Graeme Dott, previous shot. Graham's safety success down at 82% as opposed to 95 from Neil Robertson. Yeah, nice escape.
One of their most memorable meetings in recent times came at the World Grand Prix back in February of 2020 when Robertson was in his usual heavyweight scoring form in the title match. Made 5 centuries, including the tournament high break of 142. And even then, Dott was able to push him to 10-8. They've had some terrific tussles down the years, 2 of course at the Crucible, including the final in 2010. Quarter-final in 06, which Dott won by the odd frame. They've had final frame deciders at the UK Championship as well.
Well, he could take the double on here. Beyond the pink if it goes in. Should be safe if it doesn't.
Zhang Anda has been able to pull a frame back against Martin O'Donnell with a break of 77, so O'Donnell now 3-1 in front. I don't think he's got much option here but to leave the cue ball on the black cushion. Maybe try and get in behind the pink. Oh, great shot. Terrific shot to the middle. And it was a good cue ball had he missed it. But now that it's gone in, he's on the green to be able to get back to the reds. Is he? It must be tight.
Green ball. Four. Five.
Well, it was a great red from Robertson to get in. The way he nailed it into the right centre at pace from pretty close to the baulk cushion, typical of what a great cueist he is. The question is, how many can he make from it?
It was a clever shot he played, wasn't it? Because he'd left the cue ball close to the baulk cushion.
11.
So had he missed it, it was a very good safety. But if it went in, it could be a frame winner. Good odds.
19.
And again, clever positional shot, giving himself choice of 2 reds. No thought whatsoever of missing the black, even though it
20.
wasn't on its spot.
$25.
The red just below the pink will go to the left corner. And he's picking them off perfectly well.
26. $29.
Last season, just one telling display in a ranking event. In the semi-finals of the World Open, lost to decided to ding, but that came late in the season. Only one other round of 16 for Robertson, which is unheard of, really. But a measure of how he lost his way, and indeed, in the process, his top 16 place. But that's all behind him now. Still plenty of work to be done, though, to see off Graeme Dott this afternoon.
30.
Yeah, these reds are all covering one another, so they need some attention at some stage. I'm just hoping he gets another chance in this frame. Oh, wow. Where's all this lot going to finish?
Yeah, Robertson.
Well, surely he's not covered everything there. Very attacking shot he tried to play.
One.
So, Graeme gets his chance. Just 31 points behind.
Seven. Eight.
A chance, I'm sure, he wasn't expecting. Came out of the blue, really. That miss pink from Robertson. He was going nicely off the back of that great opening red.
Just seems to be coming across the ball a little bit, Graeme. You can almost see the tension in the action. That's a very good recovery,
16.
though. Had to stay completely still there. Very tough table to make the clearance. But at this stage, just try and get back into the game, which he has done.
23.
But I'd like to have left an angle on this red to bring that other red into play near the middle pocket. It just came a little bit too far for that type of shot. The red near the middle pocket in a good place for a double at some stage. Just want the kiss.
31.
So, still anybody's frame, this frame.
Graeme Dott. 31.
Yes, 51 left, just 1 point between them. Yeah, caught that one all wrong. And very nearly left the red on for Graeme. Plenty of work to be done by both players, though, to get this frame won, given the position of the remaining reds. A couple very close to the side cushion.
Yeah, I do think these type of games suit Graeme more. Although Graeme has had 2 maximums. Big difference in this amount of centuries though. 270 Graeme's had in his career, as opposed to 953, approaching 1,000 centuries, Neil Robertson. Made 41 centuries last year, Neil Robertson. It's not going to take him long to get to 1,000 at that rate. Now he's overcut it.
We've already seen John Higgins and subsequently Judd Trump join the 1,000 club alongside Ronnie O'Sullivan this season, as Dott reflects on this overcut red.
Now he could attack that red on the right side cushion. I thought he would have done. He could have played out that red. Had he missed it, it would have been on the blue. And looks like he could only play the double from there. Good attempt.
Eight.
Well, that's not the best safety he's ever played. Trying to get the cue ball in behind the black, but didn't really think too much about the object ball, the red. Tough pot to the middle, but a chance he shouldn't have had. Good pot.
One.
Now just maybe a little touch up to the brown.
Graeme Dott. One.
The yellow looks to be in the way to come across the table naturally. Doesn't really want to play off the black cushion and attempt to hit the red. He could push it on. Eight points in the game. This is the safer way.
Wow, a miss.
Now, does he have a go at this? No.
Not 4.
Straight back.
Foul. A miss. Graeme Dott 4.
It's already the longest frame of the match.
Two frames all. 40 points all. Can't get any closer. The brown could be a problem at some stage. Brown to blue, very difficult.
Meanwhile, on table 3, Jimmy Robertson has levelled with Zhao Guodong at 2 frames all.
This cue ball's very close to going in behind the black. And that's what he played. He played to pop the red, yes, but also played that cue ball there. And that cue ball may turn away. Oh, wow.
A miss.
He had a lot of side on that, didn't he?
Robertson 4.
And he played it very hard. Didn't want to play it so hard again.
Good look.
So not quite as much side. And a little slower. That's better.
Foul on this.
These could be important points.
Robertson 4.
Better speed.
Foul.
It's the exact same shot each time he's played it.
Robertson 4.
And that's been worth 12 points, that snooker so far. Surely this time.
So Neil Robertson emerges from Graeme Dott's latest visit with a 12-point advantage. The brown is going to be an issue, potentially.
Well, it makes a difference, doesn't it? Because if Neil can get a blue, he doesn't need the brown. Blue, pink or black, you just need yellow and green. So it could make a massive difference. This is a very important red, Graeme Dott.
Looks like Zhang Anders mopping up the colours to pull another frame back against Martin O'Donnell. The winner to play the Jimmy Wide or Hossein Vafai. O'Donnell was 3-0 up, now it's going to be 3-2. And what a battle this fifth frame has turned into. It's now been going in excess of half an hour. Still anyone's.
Yeah, 9 minutes since his last pot. Good kiss on the brown there for Neil Robertson. That red could have been over the baulk corner. Makes the brown a little easier. Yeah, could have done without the kiss. Now, does the red go? Looks like it will from here. Yeah, good shot. So pink, yellow and green would be enough because of those 12 points that Graeme Dott gave away.
6 out of 11 from long range today for Robertson, which by his standards is nothing better than okay, but a very important one. He's just slotted in there. He's had to grind this out, but having been 2-1 adrift,
9.
it now looks likely that he'll be 1 away from victory.
Trough.
So Dott needs a snooker. No heroics from Robertson, taking the extra points very sensibly. Because it's now 2 snookers on the blue to tie the frame.
Foul. Robertson 5. Okay.
Graeme Dott concedes. 4 of their previous 18 meetings have gone to a decider. Graeme Dott will hope it's going to be 5 today, because he now trails by 3 frames to 2. The Alex Higgins Trophy to match. Frame 6. Can Graeme Dott take us the distance?
Yeah, the little flicks, the rub of the green. Now going Neil Robertson's way.
Dodging ball. Yes, but this one.
Robertson has had a couple of early reverses since he won the English Open, losing at the British Open to Rory Thor, and then heavily in an out-of-sorts performance against Jackson Page in Wuhan. So he'll be very motivated to finish this without the need of a deciding frame. As Joe mentioned earlier, Graeme Dott's won 3 of their 4 final frame deciders, including a couple of times at the UK Championship, and of course at the Crucible in the last 8 on his way to the title 18 years ago.
Well, that's a mistake, but nothing easy left for Graeme Dott. There is a possible pot to the corner, but it's a tough one. But he can play it as a shot to nothing. It goes in. Should be on a baulk colour. Oh, he didn't even attempt it. And he didn't get a particularly good safety shot either. In fact, he could be in trouble next shot. Very, very fortunate to have caught the pink. And still got a good safety. I'm sorry, he says. Oh, what a good shot that was. Cracking safety, just catching the paint on that red. And if he hasn't got the snooker, and I don't think he has, he thoroughly deserved it. Found the gap.
It's a match that's lived up to Neil Robertson's pre-match predictions, a real battle. And still some way to go.
Ah, great opening red. Can he pot the brown and avoid the yellow? I'm not so sure. If not, and then I feel sure it will be the snooker. And if he could get the cue ball tight to the yellow, there would be danger in the escape. Just depends if he can pot the brown and avoid the yellow. Very positive player, Neil Robertson. If he can pot this brown, he will do. Obviously not.
Neil Robertson
And
won.
this isn't quite as straightforward as the previous escapes for Graeme. And he'll be fully aware that this could be his last shot if he gets it wrong. And when you're playing off 2 or 3 cushions, you only have to be out a fraction. One, 2, 3. Now, I think he's left one.
Certainly the body language would indicate that. Dott looking very disappointed as he walked back to his chair. And it shows the value of a great long pot. Just the 1 point at the time, but it enabled Robertson to lay the snooker.
Well, he's not going to know where the cue ball's going here, so concentrate fully on the pot. There goes the pot. Oh, was that a good kiss on the blue? It most certainly was. He wasn't on a colour there without the kiss on the blue. No idea where the cue balls are going, but look at the red. It just kissed the blue into a potable position. It's not a gimme by any means, but it's a chance to win the frame and match. He didn't intend to catch the middle pocket
6.
bump there. Looking at the possibility of a plant, and it looks makeable.
Of course, he missed one in frame 3 into the opposite corner, which ultimately cost him the frame. It was a great clearance from Graeme Dott to go 2-1 up. And it's gone wrong again.
Yeah, and this time he leaves an easy starter for Graeme. And this is another great chance.
Bump.
The red to the right of the black is causing him a problem if he wants to play for the black at some stage. Very risky to play for the black this time round.
6.
The red to the left of the white is where he'd want to place the cue ball.
7.
Good pot. He needs a good kiss, and that will do nicely. Got to play for the blue or pink again
12.
until he can get to that red to the right of the black.
Thirteen.
That was awkward. That was awkward. He couldn't really get near to the next red. And this is now
19.
missable, this red to the corner. Whichever one he takes, he's got a choice of 3. Oh, that's a beauty.
20.
Great shot. Nice kiss on the red, which he played. Now, if he can keep himself together, won't need the safe reds, that's on the cushions.
Twenty-six. 27.
Straight. Now, it doesn't have to do much with the cue ball here, just leave the cue ball where the red is. Be nicely on
32.
the pink to the left corner. But these shots are missable, especially at this stage of the match. You know, if you miss it, you could be on your way home. Yeah, Robertson keeping a close eye on things. And nicely played.
33.
That was missable. And if it should go to a decider, he's won the majority of the deciders.
39.
We've had 4, he's won 3 of them.
He's looking for his
40.
first win over Robertson in 6 years, having lost previous 4 times they played, most recently the Welsh Open. It was a round 3 match over this distance, of course, a couple of years ago. But Robertson now perhaps steeling himself for a decider, albeit that Dott's still got some work to do.
Yeah, just overhit that red slightly. He should still pot the black, but it's just that little bit more difficult than it should have been, or could have been. Little kiss to the red. just above. And he got the kiss, but not full enough. But still on the red to the right corner.
47.
40 points the difference, and it should help his cause, knowing that there's red safe. So the steal, if he does miss, is difficult.
$48.
Yeah, and you said the right thing, Philip, that he was sat there thinking, yeah, this frame's gone, I'm just trying to prepare myself for the decider. But it may not have gone just yet. 46 the difference.
53.
Another good one.
54.
And that's okay. Directly behind the blue. Should pop this, needs one more red. Well, it wriggled in, but it's gone down the hole. That's the main thing. 52 points the lead, so
59.
just this red needed. And it looks like
60.
we're going to a decider. It's black to make absolutely sure.
Good form or no, facing Graeme Dott is always a battle because he gives everything. Got a
67.
really tigerish approach to snooker. Neil Robertson was expecting it, and he's not been disappointed. He said it was a tough draw, and it's proving to be. It's going to be down to one frame. And he's had to work hard for these. At times he hasn't been in prime position, but he's managed to keep it going. Sometimes using the full width of the pocket, but
71.
it doesn't matter. They've been going in,
72.
and he's earned himself a final frame, which I'm sure he would have taken at the start of the afternoon. Remember, he only landed in Belfast shortly before the match started, after his scheduled flight yesterday was cancelled.
76. Graeme Dott. 76.
Is he going to touch down in the last 32 in this tournament for only the second time? That remains to be seen, but he's given himself a crack at it. We're going all the way. In this, their 19th meeting, Robertson having won 12 of the previous 18. Couple of half centuries today from Robertson, one in vain in frame 3 when Dott cleared up with 52 to win on the black after Robertson missed the plant into the left corner, and of course he missed one into the right corner just now, which cost him.
Just the right amount of side on the cue ball. Could be a re-rack unless somebody leaves the touching ball.
Yeah, I think they've agreed that's going nowhere fast. So we'll start again in this deciding frame. Just a reminder, at the conclusion of this frame, after a brief hiatus, it'll be Jimmy White against Hossein Vafai on table 1. Later this evening, Mark Allen going for a third Northern Ireland Open title. Having won back-to-back in 2021 and 22, he plays Liu Hongyu. And then it'll be John Higgins up against Fan Zhengyi. The other matches in this evening's session: Barry Hawkins against Matthew Stevens, Stephen Maguire against Anthony McGill, and Jack Lazowski against Wang Yu Shen. They're on table 2, second up tonight from not before 8 o'clock local. And the winner of that will play the winner of this match on table 1 right now in the round of 32.
Frame 7, Neil Robertson.
So we go again in our final frame after the agreed re-rack. And the comeback is complete for Zhang Anda. 3-all now on table 2 with Martin O'Donnell. And a great pot from Graeme Dott.
Wow, what a beauty. Terrific shot. That cue ball could have done with just stopping short of the cushion now. Right in the centre. Never touched the sides.
He knocked in a brilliant one, didn't he, into the opposite corner in frame 2 on his way to the highest break of the match so far, a 94 clearance.
Yeah, he's had some good breaks, hasn't he? He's had a 52 clearance, which was very important. That was after Graeme Dott had made a 58. Also made a 76 in the last frame, so given the chance, he's doing it.
6.
Yeah, the
7.
kiss didn't go as planned. Played for the black. So now just a safety from that tremendous opening red.
Graeme Dott, 7. Well,
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Robertson 7.
Got a good safety, didn't he? Maybe getting a bonus shot here. No, a little tempter for Neil Robertson. But there's lots of danger attached to this long red if he takes it on.
7 out of 13 from distance today for Robertson. His overall pot success for him, a modest 87%.
Yeah, he wasn't sure where the cue ball was going to finish. And he's not left with an easy colour to go for. If he does decide to play for the green or blue, we'll have to go in.
Well, here's a real tester, given the circumstances of the match. Final frame.
What a brave shot from Neil Robertson. That could have been a match loser had he missed that green, and it wasn't easy.
4.
But it could also be a match winner.
Didn't flinch, did he? And right in the middle of the pocket. It's a good sign for Robertson, who's played some good stuff at times today. There have been a few errors as well. He's been put under a lot of pressure by Graeme Dott, just as he was expecting.
5.
Dott got in with that great initial long red, but lost position very quickly thereafter.
Eight. Nine. $16.
His highest break so far this afternoon, a relatively modest 58. Is he going to save his best till last?
17.
And he's going to have to go into them at some stage. Now, does the red pass the blue?
24.
Much tougher to the middle if it doesn't. Trying to win this frame and match in one visit. It's the middle. And it's a good recovery. Cue ball needs to hold up. Now, has it held up for the brown?
Seemingly not.
It was a good recovery, wasn't it? But a fraction, just a fraction too hard. Considering the blow, but very difficult. Maybe just touch the yellow. Leave his opponent hampered. It's a good recovery shot, but the cue ball just ran on that extra fraction.
He was a bit unlucky there, wasn't he? It was an excellent pot. Game of the finest margins, which make such a gigantic difference.
Neil Robertson, 25.
So relief for Graeme Dott. And he comes back to the table only 25 adrift in this decider.
The red that's nearest the left side cushion is creating problems for Graeme Dott on the return safety. So half chance, shot to nothing to the left corner. One of these type of shots going, again, could be a match winner. Good speed on the cue ball. A mistake. Nothing easy left for Graeme, but a chance. Yeah, there was plenty of movement there, and that was just pressure, I'm afraid.
This is a big deal for Graeme Dott, of course. He's had indifferent results in the last couple of seasons or so. He's shown improved form this season and has maybe not got the results that some of his snooker might have deserved. He made that point himself ahead of this match, and that was a big moment for him. Is he going to get a better chance?
One.
Well, he's in Neil Robertson's hands to answer that question. He's at the table, and he's got a 26-point lead. Didn't play that one particularly well. This red more difficult than it should have been.
Nine.
Well, there's
Okay.
just one more relatively easy red after this red.
50.
The one just below the black. Doesn't want to be going for any more plants, Neil Robertson. Yeah, just got into the cue ball a little bit too much. He played for that red,
Robertson
just below the
15.
black, into the right corner
Graeme
pocket.
Dott 4.
And that's a let off for Graeme.
.36 points the lead then for Robertson, with the pink currently out of commission. A red in close attendance, close to the side cushion, which plays in his favour given he's got that lead. Dott just delighted to still be in the picture after missing the red just now when he had the chance. A very competitive afternoon snooker underway here. Zhang Anda and Martin O'Donnell level 3-all themselves into a final frame after O'Donnell had led 3-0. Jimmy Robertson 3-2 up on Zhao Guodong. I think that applause might be for victory for Jimmy Robertson, who's come from 2-1 behind to win by 4 frames to 2. So the former European Masters champion will be playing Louis Heathcote, conqueror of Mark Selby last evening in the last 32.
Yeah, the pink and the red are causing problems for Neil Robertson's return to safety. If he plays it extra thin, he could push the red over the right corner. So a little bit of concern here. Another very good safety from Graeme Dott. He played that similar shot last time round, got away with it. But not this time. If we can get top side of the blue here and play a cannon to those 3 reds near the black cushion, who knows? 36 points the difference.
1.
Could have done with being higher.
Six.
I don't think he's got much choice here but to roll up to them. If he plays anything else, he could push a red on.
Graeme Dott. 6.
The lead shaved to 30, possible 59 left. Very much advantage Robertson at the moment in this decider, but things can change very quickly. Still waiting in the wings, of course, Hossein Vafai and Jimmy White. They'll be on table 1 next. As to who the winner of that White-Vafai match will play, still very much in the balance. 3-all, Zhang Anda and Martin O'Donnell, and just 2 points between them, with 51 left in that decider. Table 2. typically tense deciding frame, now into its 24th minute. It's a patience game at the moment for Dott. It's a pretty uninviting table in terms of a meaningful counter-attack. He's going to have to do it in bits and bobs for the time being.
Yeah, one or two more safety shots and the Reds could be inviting all of a sudden. There's one red into play. Good safety. Well, this is a brave shot to play, trying to snooker Neil Robertson on the red to the middle. And what a good shot. Well thought out, that shot. That's got him out of trouble, this shot. Hasn't put his opponent in trouble. I think he can just catch the yellow thin and try and get him behind the yellow. Sorry, the red thin, in behind the yellow. But that's two reds in play now. I didn't want that double kiss, but it could have finished a lot worse.
Dott, as usual, looking to make something happen. He's knocked in a couple of cracking pots from long range today. That one eluding him, but not a bad result in the circumstances. Oh, miscue. Sounded very tinny.
Yeah, he's got the red safe though, and hasn't left a gimme on. And he walks back to his chair knowing he's left a golden opportunity for Neil Robertson.
Is that terminal for Graeme Dott's chances in this match? He's given it everything as always. He's put Neil Robertson under constant pressure throughout this match.
And who knows, Philip, that miscue by Neil Robertson could have won him this match.
couple more reds for victory.
With colours. Well, he can pot it easy enough. He's looking to see the angle to get to the next red. Could just stun it in and take the red to the middle. No risk with that shot.
8.
So red and the black would be enough to leave Graeme Dott needing snookers.
9.
He's given it everything, but it looks as though he's going to fall short. Took on that thinnish cut to this left corner, but in missing it, of course, the red then careered across the table and opened up the other reds
16.
and gave Robertson this chance to close it out. And he'll be relieved, I think. It was a tough draw to face a world champion
17.
in your opening match of the tournament. But maybe that'll stand Robertson in good stead for the battles ahead. Sensibly pushing the black to the side cushion, but there's the handshake. The reigning English Open champion Neil Robertson, former Scottish and Welsh Open champion as well, overcomes a difficult first hurdle in his bid to complete the full set in the home nations. He's come through in a decider against Graeme Dott. Neil Robertson into the round of 32 by 4 frames to 3.